Global footwear companies are shifting their focus from China to Chennai, and Tamil Nadu is emerging as a global center for non-leather footwear manufacturing. Taiwanese companies are now exploring opportunities to set up manufacturing units in the state. At the recently concluded Global Investors Meet in Chennai, three Taiwanese companies signed deals worth 3,200 crore rupees for setting up production units, particularly for non-leather footwear. It is expected to generate around 41,000 jobs in India. Suppliers of footwear giants like Adidas and Nike have also signed agreements with the Tamil Nadu government to set up similar plants. According to research firm iMark, the Indian footwear market was 15.1 billion in 2022. It is expected to reach 31.2 billion by 2028, growing at a CAGR of 12%. The growing interest from international footwear manufacturers in India and other Southeast Asian countries is part of the China Plus One strategy. China's share in the global footwear export is 61.3%. Southeast Asian countries such as Vietnam and Indonesia are ahead of India, which accounts for only 1.9% of the global footwear exports. Industry observers say India lags due to its minority production of non-leather footwear, which constitutes 85% of the global footwear demand.
The world expects more production of footwear from India, and since Indian entrepreneurs are not able to supply as per the world requirement, the multinational companies are coming and setting up the manufacturing unit in India. Due to China One policy, all the Western countries, they want to source at least 20% footwear from India. As I told earlier, current export is only 2%. So when they come to India, though, they are not able to find the right manufacturer in India. And they are bringing the manufacturers also to India. That is what's happening now.
India's domestic production is dominated by leather footwear. India exports 6% of the global leather footwear, while its share in non-leather footwear remains insignificant. Between 2022 and 23, India exported 45.2% of leather footwear. Non-leather exports accounted for only 5.4% of its total footwear export tally. Scaling up manufacturing in non-leather remains an uphill task for Indian footwear companies as they struggle with limited technology, higher input costs, and inadequate skilled labor for entry-level operations. Presently, India imports raw materials paying high import duties, leading to higher manufacturing costs. But neighbouring countries reap the rewards of foreign trade agreements with major markets like the UK, EU, and the USA. So what's the way ahead for Indian companies to scale up their production and efficiency?
From the government side, what we need is to have a level playing field for India compared to our competition right now, which is mainly like Bangladesh, Vietnam, Cambodia. These are the main competitors that are challenging the China Plus One, opportunity, right? So they all have duty advantages, and India doesn't. Our government can come up with FTAs quickly. We will be at least on a level playing field, and we will be able to continue having that attractiveness to our clients.
India also needs heavy investment in research and development, developing molds, machinery manufacturing, and procurement of raw materials. Industry insiders believe the country will take some time to acquire these capabilities.
Currently, majority of the items, because mold, almost 90% mold is imported. So we need to set up more facilities in India. It may take some time, but when the manufacturing goes up, when this foreign companies also come here and set up manufacturing facility, the mold makers are also following. Some, because we need few international mold makers also, FDI in mold making also, machinery also. Currently, we need FDI in machinery manufacturing because currently we don't have that type of manufacturers in India. And another is raw material, especially petrochemicals, because ethylene vinyl acetate, polyurethane, many materials, we don't have sufficient manufacturing facilities in India. So government should work with private industries, petrochemical industries, and we should start manufacturing these materials in India.
The domestic firms also need a quick headway in technical expertise from the Chinese companies, say industry players.
When I say technology transfer, I mean expertise, technical expertise. It needs to happen fast and smooth. That is currently with the Chinese. Most of these technical experts are Chinese. They know how to operate those machines. We can't just buy those machines and expect to run it ourselves. We will need a little more relaxation on the current visa policies of our government to allow more Chinese technicians to be able to come in and to train our technical people.
India is the third largest consumer of footwear globally. It is poised to claim the top spot by 2030 with 90% of consumption in the non-leather sector. This offers an advantage for India to boost its synthetic footwear manufacturing. To capitalize on international demand, Indian footwear manufacturers must analyze global market needs and deliver accordingly.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.